Hello, hello. Welcome on into another Monday Live with the Whiskey Crusaders. I'm Will.
I'm Matt.
Today we're diving deep into the world of whiskey with bottom shelf plastic container whiskeys.
Yes. So excited. The people demanded this several times now, so I finally figured we'd make the people happy. I was like, oh, what can we do that's like basically one of the worst things we can do? Plastic jugs. Now, I try to pick things that are not horrific. We'll do a night with actually like good plastic jugs. This is basically cheap as possible plastic jugs. Hey, Gregor, how's it going? John, Jimmy Jazz, Scott, Donald, Ben Demon Hunter. How you guys doing?
I see Craig in here and Sam. Welcome on in, Sam. Sam's got a channel you all can check out too.
Yep, take up Santorum Spares. Check out Sam's channel.
Jimmy Jazz. Hello, Jimmy Jazz.
It's good to see Jimmy in here again. It's been a while.
Donald Rance. It's always great to see you, Donald Rance.
So, how was
Ben Demon Hunter's been in. He might be back. We'll see.
Make sure
Nicholas
the sound
Bigelow.
Come on. Waiting for the thing. Alrighty then.
I think we got them all. Time for a dram. Spencer Mav, Cohen, Ben. Hey. Hello, everybody.
Our buddy in Hawaii. Good to see you. All right. Because Gregor's out there in Oregon and all that good stuff. All right. Like we said, the people demanded this, so I figured we'd make them happy. It is, I don't think anyone that's probably watching this is going to go, oh, I'm so excited for this, except to watch and go, well, this should be entertaining. From only that. Hey, Christine, good to see you.
Oh, good Lord. TikTok's trying to advertise to me once again.
I
got TikTok and Aldi.
Wow, I just got Manscaped again, so it's all good. All right, so.
One of those two is in my wheelhouse.
We got this very exciting, thing we did this weekend. We'll talk about that first before we talk about this stuff. We're up there, have our nice meet up there at Iron Root this weekend with Robert. Gave us an awesome tour. I say thank you again to Iron Root and the great bottle release they had. And people in the group were very generous. He gave us a lot of awesome things in the back in the barrel house. So if you guys hopefully can go, if you didn't make it to this weekend, get a chance to go up there at some point in time. It is well worth your time. It's some great fun whiskeys we got to try in the back.
And other things too, other spirits.
Yes. Brandies and some single malts and some Irish style and some other fun stuff. So we tried some. It was good.
It's good.
So I was very excited. Try some young stuff that I'm really excited when that comes out. Some really cool corn varietals that are not normal ones. Hey,
found a barrel I want to buy. I don't think he's going to let me, but I want to buy it.
Hey Emily, how's it going? So all that good stuff. And Eric, these are even cheaper than most. This is like, rot gut space here as far as what we bought. Now, I don't think any of these are like horrifically bad things. Like there's things that are way worse than we had tonight. But the qualifications basically are all about $20 or less. So we've got that going for us. Then Scott came out. It was great to see you up there, Scott. It's fantastic. I know we also sold between all of us between 30 and 40 bottles for the group. So Robert was very happy about that. So, it was good.
I bought 3 of those. Came home with 2 of those hazmats. I did.
It's fantastic. And Galen even bought an actual empty barrel so you can turn into a table. So that's really cool.
Nice.
So yeah, it was a fun time. It always is a good time at Iron Root. So, like I said, if you can get a chance to go take a visit up there, you'll have a great time. So all right, let's see what else we got going on here. We'll do the movie review towards the end of the show. So let's get on here with this amazing plastic jug here, $15 H&H Preferred, which is a beautiful blend here, which, one in here blended. This is what the real blended is, mostly GNS and a little bit of whiskey. So 80% GNS, 20%. This is the very bottom shelf there is for Mash Bill 2 plus vodka, basically. So, we shall see what we think of this. I don't think I've ever given this one to you. I'd probably given most of these never because why?
Yeah, I don't know that I've seen many of these.
This one I definitely have never given you because I think I've drank this once in my life prior to tonight, and I was you'll see.
I definitely feel like I'm going to need
That's right, Gregor.
I feel like I'm going to need a dump glass tonight. So
I don't think so.
But I have 8 glasses set out, but I think I might just do a dump and rinse.
There you go. That's probably all you'll need, to be real honest.
Okay. You're not thinking we need to go back and forth between all these?
You can do whatever you want. I tell you what, if you find when you actually want to drink again, go ahead. If you don't, then why bother?
That's fair. Well, there's not a lot going on that nose.
No.
It's a slight bit of vanilla with an ethanol ting.
Well, Bill, Danny, it's Dan's fault partly for this. He also requested this multiple times, Bill. So I'm trying to make him happy. He's one of the ones that requested this, so it's half his fault. But yes, also we will send these to Ukraine shortly to use as Molotov cocktails against the Russians. I'm sure will gladly accept these 175s for that. It's a 12-step program. Yes, this will not be fun. I agree. And as Donald says, is drinking from plastic jugs sounds like birth control campaign from Playboy designed to keep you away from your relatives. No doubt about that.
There's not a lot happening in there.
No, there's really not. Just mostly alcohol vapors more than anything. That was a lot like vodka.
Yeah, vanilla caramel vodka. But it's such a light little tint of vanilla caramel.
I mean, not exactly a wonderful color here, you know. It's hard to see they even have an age statement on here at all. My favorite in the bottom of this bottle says, "We love to hear from our customers." And it's got a 1-800 number. I mean, it's got an email address, a website. I'm like, who in God's name is buying this and doing any of those things? No one. This is absurd. But it is the finest, grain whiskey.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. But it says it is. It's the finest grains.
I'm tasting it right now. I don't agree with that.
I did not see that, Gregor. A Tomatin photo in Ukraine with a sunken tank. I did not see that. You'll have to. You will have to send that to me, Gregor. Yeah, text me that a picture of that. That would be awesome. I've not seen that.
Yeah. Okay. That's Yeah, you know what that reminds me of? I was once early on.
Gross. Oh God. No.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Early on in my whiskey journey, Matt, I bought one of these, and I thought it was a bourbon, and it was Old Camp blended whiskey, and this reminds me of that one.
I've had the Old Camp, I think, peach flavored, which wasn't bad. I mean, it's been a few years since I've had it, but that's pretty horrific. Okay, so Donald wants us to rank them in terms of trailer park incest scale. Feeling like could be an appropriate fancy word for this stream. Okay, thanks, Gregor.
Oh, I'm not going to enjoy this blend again, am I?
Oh, that is. Whew.
I need to pour less in my glass than I did.
I don't need any more of that. One sip is enough. That's gross.
Yeah, I've already poured it in my dump glass.
I'm just gonna put that over here. Yeah, sort of oaky afterbirth. Michael Scott. Yes, I would say that was accurate. That is not good.
No.
All right, let's hope this one sucks less.
Yes, please.
All right,
I had 8 glasses set up here, like I was going to pour all 8 of these and like go back and forth and compare. I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't think there's going to be enough going on to.
Old Barton 100. Yeah, that's for $8. Cheapest stuff on. Not terrible. That one's not bad. That's at least drinkable. Like Ben says, just add some more. It'll make it better. That's funny. But yes, this is JW Dant. So there is a bottle and bond version, but we're not doing that. We're doing the one step below that tonight. Look at that beautiful charcoal perfected old style whiskey. Just on the label, this is going to be good. I think I paid all of, I don't know, like $13 for this, something like it. It wasn't very much.
Old style.
I don't know where the hell I found this thing at. Some dumpy liquor store that I was like, oh, I don't have that because it's all good. All right, perfect. I gotta see this picture he sent me. Let's see what this photo of this Tomatin Legacy inside a tank looks like. Because
that's like the stinkiest Molotov cocktail ever.
Nice.
I would not want to be anywhere around where that explodes.
That would be the worst. That would be hilariously funny, though. All right. Well, that thing loads up.
This thing has a lot more going on. Is this still a neutral grain spirits, or is this actually more bourbon?
This says old style whiskey, so
Hmm.
it's not a bourbon. It just says charcoal perfected. So I'm still thinking this is GNS and nothing special.
Does it
It
say
says it's aged in wood in a back acre distillery. This says inbred all over it.
Does it say anything about blended on it, or does it just say whiskey?
It just says charcoal preferred old style whiskey. Doesn't mention the word blended.
So it probably doesn't have any grain neutral spirits in there.
I don't know, but I guess nothing's predominant. Well, it doesn't say the word blended, which would be. Oh, it does say it is fully matured for 36 months. I've done zero research on this because we'll review this in about 20 years because I don't care. So, or next week because that also might be fun.
This
It does nothing.
Smells far
Weird.
superior to the last. It is much more going on in the nose.
Agree, Donald. It sounds like many inbred high class children were conceived drinking it. There's absolutely no doubt that's probably true. This smells significantly better though.
It does. Is the price point around the same?
Yeah, I think this thing was like 13. This is actually a little bit cheaper, I think, from what I remember.
Okay.
I don't know how long I bought this.
Yeah.
Does the commercial for Dant include banjo? See now, like Ball and Bond JW is really, really good. This one is, it doesn't smell bad at all. I think it's from the nose. It definitely smells a hell of a lot better than H&H Preferred, which I said is just blends blonde to its lowest level of GNS. So that tells you where you got to go from. We started at the bottom rung I could think of tonight.
Okay.
Because they don't make, as far as I know, a plastic Kentucky Deluxe 175. At least I've never found one.
I'm not mad about that one, Matt.
No, that's actually not bad at all.
They went really wide with the cuts.
Yeah, that's drinkable, certainly.
But that's drinkable. I feel like if you're on a big cube kind of guy, or kind of gal, that's going to work for you.
I have to get my sword and shield. You want to get it? Go get it. It's over there. Sure. The shield, the swords with the shields there. You can bang it for us. Right, the sword's up on this up there, on the other side. Look over there.
Look where my finger is pointing, child.
Yes. All right. So for Andy, man, thanks, Andy.
For Andy.
Thanks,
Andy.
Thanks, Andy. Or do it now.
There it is, girl.
Good. Thank you. Okay, you're good. Thank you. Let's put it back right here. No, are you gonna do it for us tonight? All right. She's gonna do it. Hey, Clifton, how's it going? Good to see you.
Yeah, this is we're
so many unicorn. Well, the funny thing is, actually, one of these in this lineup actually is a unicorn for a lot of people, which is the funniest part towards the end of this lineup. We got the Whiskcord, and we continue the discussion of your failed contraceptive after even drinking a handle. Oh yes, that could only end. So many children are conceived. Absolutely. That's right, Andy. You got an extra one for free. What to play is this game? Is this better than rye? This is actually just fine. There's nothing wrong with this one.
Matt, I'm not super sad about this one at all.
No, I'm actually not either. This is really not bad. Like most of these, I couldn't tell you the last time I drank these. Probably opened them, tried it, and the only thing out of them is because I gave you an ounce of them tonight. So other than that, this thing would be completely full. I'm
gonna leave that one poured as my. This is so far the.
Drink. It's drink. We'll put this in the it's drinkable category.
This is drinkable, right? Because that first
we're on JW Dant Preferred, Clifton. We're on the second one. The first one actually is beautiful H&H Preferred, which is not drinkable.
No, and honestly, I'd put this in. Third drink in, even if I'm servicing this to somebody. If we're third drink in the night, this is what I'm busting out. We're both going to be fine with it. This is even serviceable at that point.
Absolutely. Hello, Biking Bourbon. Good to see you in here. Oh yes, there is some JTS Brown in here, Cone. That is for sure. All right, so now we're gonna go something that most of you have probably had, and actually probably like, which is Early Times, which is not a bourbon. The reason it's not a bourbon, this particular version, because it is done in used barrels rather than new barrels. So because they aged it the second time and used, you have to just call it whiskey. Otherwise, it would be bourbon.
You said
you can't use barrels.
You said second time. These are double aged, or you're saying?
Yeah. Aged in oak for a taste worth the wait. It's very exciting. We've never done the history of these guys. I don't remember what it is. Yeah, this is 36 month old. Yeah, maybe the whole time is a reused coupe. Yeah, the whole time I guess is used.
Interesting.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess it's the whole thing. So it's kind of like scotch. It's like, bourbon scotch.
Yeah, or corn whiskey without it being, so much corn.
Yeah, it's not enough corn, so they have to call it whiskey. But yeah, it's just Kentucky whiskey. So it's not blended. There's no GNS, and this is just whiskey.
Okay. Again,
and early times Ball and Bond is fantastic. Now that is a bourbon though. That's not a used cask. This is a used one. The bastard, yeah. Of course, early times been around long since 1860, so that's not exactly a new brand.
This reminds me more of like Barton Knight. This reminds me more of just like typical down the road home plate bourbon.
Yeah.
It's not as oaky, it's not as big, but so many of the bourbons are getting so much younger nowadays as it is anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, like early times Bottle Bond is really good, especially for like $22. Now, granted, it was a Brown foreign product. Now it's owned by Sazerac, so God only knows what they'll do to it. Oh, high proof Cutty Sark. That's a good one, Eric. Now, I did not put any Canadian ones in there. I only did American ones tonight. Donald, we can have a shitty Canadian night. We can do it. Now, that night's going to be awful because that is truly going to be atrocious. I did have a bottle of Canadian Mist once. I have a mini bottle now. I had a full bottle, but I gave it to two college kids that helped push the cart down the thing at the Bashers Ball. They're like, can we have some whiskey? I'm like, here you go.
There you go.
Because someone brought it as a joke to the ball. So we handed it to them. It was a 175. I think that, I'm sure it cost all of like $9.99. Ooh, some Fleischmann's. Oh, I don't think I do not have any of that. Someone would have to donate us that one because I don't even know if I've ever even seen that one. I've heard of it, but I don't know if we ever had that one around here.
No.
As far as I know, they bought the whole lineup, Craig. I don't see how you could buy the bottle and bond and not buy the blend. That would seem odd.
The nose to me smells, a little bit more bourbon-esque, but the palate is very funky. It's almost like a used sherry barrel kind of sulfur funk.
Yeah, it's very alcohol forward more than anything. It's a little vanilla and honey, a little oak char. It's not super. It's not horrible. I mean, it's drinkable, but I wouldn't want to drink it. No. But I wouldn't make you vomit either.
No, I would have to blend.
It's a mixing whiskey.
I was going to say I'd have to blend this one. This is not something I would be servicing to somebody else.
Ooh, John. Camping trip years ago with Canadian LTD. Ooh, that must have ended poorly. Oh, the Cologne bottle of Collingwood. Collingwood also not super. I see you guys want a Canadian night at some point. I guess we can make that happen at some point. So excited to dig that stuff out, which, yeah, I try not to think about those things. I have tons of them because I like to hurt myself, apparently.
I still need to come over and film a video of your place before things change.
Yeah, it's, that stuff's gross. Canadian Mist is horrifying.
Let me know in the comments. Do we want to see a video of Matt's place? Do y'all want to see the craziness and what's going on over there?
Okay, that's not.
Let me know.
This is in the meh pile, I think.
Yeah, I dumped mine, Matt. I'm not saving it. Number 2 is still. Yeah, number 2 is still way better.
Oh, there we go. I think you guys are drinking high class stuff compared to what the guy at the back of the shaker had tonight. He's drinking something that looks like Alberta Premium while yelling. Ooh, lovely. It does sound like fun. So just go, eh? That's so funny. I do that all the time, Eric. That's not just for the show. That's how I get to things. Right. At the end of that video, when I go to get, but that wasn't a joke. That's what happens. It's
How
hilariously funny at the same time, but that's what happens.
How else are you going to reach some of these? All right, my cats are going crazy. I'm going to take a quick bacon break as you're pouring and talking about this one. I'm going to make myself.
So we have the original Heaven Hill here. Ooh, the white label Heaven Hill 80 proofer. Very exciting. Now, I could have gone with the good version because it's also cheap, but I wouldn't want to give us anything better tonight with, the 6-year. But else it's only available in Kentucky. But this high quality stuff you can get right here in Texas. I think I paid $10 for this. So I'm really looking forward to this one. Also found this. I mean, this thing was covered in dust when I got this thing. So I know it moves a lot here. Oh, this is some random specs a few years ago. I'm like, that looks like that's going to be tasty. I need that in my life. So, it's for nights like this because, why not? That has almost no nose at all. What the hell? Oh, that's bizarre. Just a tiny amount of vanilla and oak. A little bit of honey. What? Yeah, go. Okay, go. Okay.
Yeah. I'm over here chewing and he can't talk.
Sorry, my kid's asking me questions.
It was just bad timing on my part.
Do you like cheese?
Oh, I like this one too.
Kid. You get any of the Heaven Hill labels at all? The only Heaven Hill I'm missing that I need, and again, it's another bottom rung ladder, I think, is the black label and gold labels, which are both 80 proof bottom rungs. Those are the two I need. But I think those are both Kentucky only, but someday I'll get them. I think they're all like, $8 or $9 max. They're not expensive.
I'm finding coconut in a bourbon. Coconut shavings.
Okay, I could see like a toasted coconut. The little shavings of it. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, like when you buy them in the bags and eat them. Yeah, I could see that for sure. Yeah,
I found it in Irish. That's not something I've found in bourbon before.
But yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's not great. It's drinkable.
No, nothing is as bad as Peter Golden Night.
No, that's the only night that you had a horrific headache with feeling nothing. It was awful. And Clifton loves cheese, so that's good.
Okay. Simple, thin.
It's not bad. There's no off notes.
No.
It's just fine.
Brown sugar toffees.
Yeah.
A little bit more barrel charred than any of the ones that we've had so far.
This one 4 versus 3. This is 4 years old. Okay. So at least we got that going for us. No, wait, sorry, it's in the back. It's 3, like 3 years. Yes. It's 3 years old. It's 36 months.
This is still brown sugar.
36 months to make it sound older.
This is still brown sugar, but to me, it's like playing more into like the darker molasses tones. It's getting closer to it than any of the ones.
Yeah, because the whole Heaven Hill lineup gets significantly better as you go up their chain of this label as it gets. The funny thing is the other white labels significantly better, also a lot more expensive. So
the two that you have right there in front of you are my number 1 and 2 so far. I think I still like the first one you gave me better.
Oh, you mean the second one?
Yeah, sorry. Number 2.
No one wants the first one again.
No, that was nasty stuff.
That review will not be pretty. I do not care for that one. All right, so let's see. We're on this one. All right. So next one.
Those two are very similar on the palate.
Yeah. Is Tom Moore, which is what Barton used to be called a long time ago, which is Tom Moore. So also another lovely 40% here.
This is number 5 in the lineup, Matt?
This is number 5. Nice big nuts dusty one. I found it goody a few years ago. I think this thing costs about, what was the cost on this one? I want to say it was like $15-16.
I think it was 15. I bought 2 of them, one for my father-in-law, one for my sister-in-law, as something just for them to have as a serviceable bottom shelf to anybody that needed it.
That works. Yeah, I don't see an age statement anywhere, so I'm guessing this might be up to 4 years old. I'm looking to see if it's got the 36-month thing on it or not. Doesn't appear to be, so this must be at least 4 years old since it's a straight bourbon. All right, so we're looking to get to the better stuff. Yes, so that's who it's named for, Clifton. Now, granted, this has nothing to do with that lineup of those finished Thomas S. Moores, but this is Tom Moore. That's who it's named for. That's who the original distillery of Barton. That is Tom Moore. It went by for a long time.
And this is a Barton product as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a nice color to it. I'd agree, Colin. Yeah, this actually may be the darkest one up here, to be honest with you.
In the glass, it doesn't look it looks about the same.
But it smells great compared to what we've had.
It does. This actually has the more complexity to it. This one actually
Eric.
brown sugar, toffee, butterscotch, caramel.
Yeah, this smells
leather.
It smells quite nice. Hey, everyone, good to see you.
Barnyard. Like, there's actually complexity in this one.
Mm-hmm. Now, the bottle and bond version, which obviously is not, is one of my favorite bottom shelf whiskeys there is. Like, I love Tom Moore bottle and bond.
Yeah.
Especially it's $20, 21 for the 175 of it. You can't beat it. We'll do that a different night. We do bottle and bond plastic bottles. I like the way this smells really nice. Yeah,
on the palate. On the palate, it has much more complexity as well. And now we're finally getting into the molasses, the bassier, the heavier tones that bourbon can carry with it that typically only come with age, good barrels.
It's amazing what a year does on that. That's way better whiskey.
Yeah.
Nice bourbon. So Tom Moore, everyone is it's actually a major brand. It's just one of the Barton. It used to be what Barton was called a long time ago, and but it's not something that the only place I've actually ever found this is at Goody Goody. I've never even found anywhere else.
That's the only place I've seen it in the wild either.
So I don't know if anybody else sees this anywhere else. I really like it, and it's like I said, it's something I keep around as a bottom shelf, but it's good. If you want to mix it, it's great for that purposes. No, it's good bourbon for good bottom shelf bourbon.
Again, I would be very happy servicing this to somebody,
Absolutely.
especially towards the end of the night. You know, our palates are getting kind of wrecked anyway, but we keep on wanting to drink a little bit more. I'm gonna bust out this bottle, and we're both gonna be happy.
Oh yeah. Let's see here. I like Donald's comment. So Donald currently is being informed about the Russian and Chinese conspiracy to sterilize women and take over the rest of the world right now. Cover your junk with lead foil. They're beeping rays at your junk. Oh. You're having a good time on the streetcar tonight. Sounds like that's like some fun stuff. But yeah, this is definitely the best one we've had so far.
Dalades are shrinking our taints, ladies and gentlemen. Dalades are shrinking our taints.
Absolutely. I guess I'm going to grab 3 other glasses at this point because why not? I'll be right back.
I'm not going to dump this one.
No, because it's actually good.
I think I can go ahead and dump both of these other 2 that I had saved. Because in comparison, they're nothing. They're just they're back in their place in the bottom shelf in comparison to the Tom Moore. The Tom Moore feels like we took like 3 steps up the chain or 3 steps up the ladder in comparison to these other 2 that I was saying were serviceable, were fairly good. I mean, in comparison with that Tom Moore, it's nothing.
Yeah, they're mostly 3 years old from what we've seen everyone. So, yeah, these are all going to be, they're not going to be much older than that. But this one happened to be 4, so. All right. Now, this one also makes a lovely bottle of lovers from JTS Brown, which you can get here with the bottle and bond. You can only get in Kentucky, but thankfully, I have friends I can get it from in Kentucky. Thank God. So, and it's super cheap. Same thing. This thing is, I think, $15, so it's not expensive. So this was $18.55. All right. Another one of the lovely founding fathers of bourbon, JTS Brown. Good
Show me that bottle once more before you pour.
He's got cool old guys in the front, which is, JTS Brown and his family.
Yay, old people.
Yay. It's good stuff. But no, like I said, we'll give all the history, all that fun stuff when we actually review these things. I wasn't doing lots of research on plastic jugs unless we're doing a full review. No reason to do that. It's a plastic jug. But it looks cool. It's got a cool label. It's probably never changed. From the looks of it, it's probably the same one 100 years ago. I mean, it is not exciting there. 40%.
Cuts, years in the barrel, blending, all sorts of things. Sometimes barrels just get way off profile, and a distillery will sell them off as, something, for other people to try to make something with. And, a lot of that gets created into bottom shelf blends.
Yeah, and that's a ton of that. There's no doubt about that. That's for sure. But yeah, this is also 36 months old, so we shall see how this compares. Yeah, it's worth the Tom Moore is worth having. Like the bottle and bond's even better. But yeah, the cheap, the $80, 80 proof, it's good. It's definitely drinkable.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've got I've got plastic jugs of the bottle and bond too. I think I paid $25 for, and usually the 750 is like $11. But yeah, this thing was $15, I think, Clifton, for the 175 of it. Did he finally just pass out, Donald?
Oh, Jesus.
That's true, Andy. He says St. Thomas More is the patron saint of politicians and statesmen. It's a plus, Donald. I'm glad to hear you passed out. Hey, George, good to see you. How's it going? Happy Tuesday noon. Oh, it's always fun in another part of the world, for sure.
Oh. This to me reminds me of a Tennessee sour mash, or a Kentucky sour mash.
It really does.
It feels
bourbon on it though.
It feels very headsy.
Yeah. And a lot of that charcoal filtering that I know they use. Not like Jack Daniel's have, but a lot, charcoal filtering is used also in bourbon, but not the maple charcoal filtering. That's just simply the filter when it comes out of the barrel to clean all that crap out. So
right,
all the disgusting stuff no one wants that it goes through. But yeah, it's definitely that. It's much thinner tasting than the Tom Moore as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing what the difference on.
And just almost a sourness.
Agree. No doubt.
I want to call it like a Granny Smith apple in replacement of a red apple. I find red apple all the time in bourbon. That's a note that I find, but when it's sour, it's very weird. I almost want to call it just that.
It's like a mealy Granny Smith apple. Is what I would call it. It's got almost like a sour.
It's a green dried grape.
Okay.
It's a green grape-ish. A green raisin.
So Eric wants to know, is the Costco sour mash better?
Yes.
Yes, I would say that's true. Yes.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to that one. It might be gone.
I don't know.
No, here we go. It's right here. It's right here behind me.
Oh yeah, that one's way better.
That one was way better, right?
Yeah, not even close. Way, way better. That sounds like a fun. Hopefully, your ride home is almost done, Donald, because this guy sounds like he's crazy.
You know what, Matt? They're pretty similar.
Oh, that's interesting.
No, okay. The JTS Brown isn't as good. They're very, very similar, though. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if that's where they're getting it from, because they're very it almost feels like the exact same fingerprint for both distilleries.
Okay, so everyone wants to know, since I don't drink a lot of base stuff, was wondering if the bottom barrel mash was higher in corn, if it's the same mash was older, so it was a slightly different name. Usually it's the same mash bill, it's just pulled out way earlier. And if it's going to go, because obviously they've done this for some of these hundreds of years at this point. They know if its barrels is not going to be good, they just pull it and put it in something like this, and that's what it is. It's the same mash bill. It's just usually way younger stuff that's going to not be good anyway, so they just pull it out and sell it like this. That's generally what they do with these things.
Yeah, I mean, wood and aging in barrels is such it's such a swing and a miss. So sometimes you can put the exact same mash bill in barrels that were made by the same cooperage right next to each other in the barrel house. Heck, they could come from the same tree, and it just the barrels do what the barrels do, and some things are great and magical and wonderful. And hopefully they make it into a single barrel program, and some things need to be put into a very, very, very large blend.
And that's what these are. Yeah, this really is pretty close to the JW Dant, to be honest. You compare the two, they're pretty close.
Yeah.
There's not a lot as far as good or bad on it. I'd say they're pretty dang close.
My winner is still
Wow.
Number 5. Whatever number 5 was.
Yeah, Tom Moore.
Tom Moore, that's the one.
Tom Moore. All right, so that's number 6. All right, so now we actually have done a full review on this one. I think it's the only we've done a full review up here. Yeah, is Ancient Age. Now, this is the same mash bill as Blanton's. This is mash bill number 2. So if you can't find Blanton's, you can find this, which is allocated in a lot of places, but it's also obviously 80 proof. But this is actually a bourbon, whereas other stuff is lots of GNS in it. And I think this one was 4. I remember, I think it was 4 years old, but let me make sure. So it might be these. No, that's the Ancient that's 4 years old. This one's only 36 months. Yeah, the Ancient 10 stars, 4 years old, and 90 proof. All right, let's see here. See what we think of this one, comparably speaking. Hey, Jenny boy, how's it going?
A lot more into the vanilla tones. This is lighter, sweeter, a little bit more floral and honey.
Yeah, it's got
a banana note to it.
It's like a honeysuckle.
Yeah, a vegetation honey.
Yeah. Not honey. Yeah, honey the flower, not honey the.
Yeah, I agree with that completely, Matt.
It's also got this like baking note as well to it, like raw dough, like pizza, almost like pizza dough.
Yeah, doughy yeast that you're still waiting on the dough to rise before you can do anything with it.
Everyone actually we did an entire episode, or probably 2-3 years ago, that is all of Mash Bill 2 combined. You can go back and see that one. So yeah, we have compared it to it. Yeah, but yeah, it's like dense. It's all volume sales. I mean, they make money in the sense they probably make $1 or $2 off of these, not a ton, but it's enough to get out of the warehouse and still make money. So But yes, there's definitely differences, and it was fun to do that. The funny thing is that whole thing, you have to go watch it, but the winner is Bowman's Brothers.
I was going to say it was not what you expect.
Yeah, which is pretty funny. Okay, so your gun Ancient Age is still age stated at 3 years. Okay, just higher. Yeah, because that was 90 proof for that one. Thanks, Sean.
Nah.
It's fine. Now, Black Art's 4.1 is delicious. But that's a totally different. That's a 23-year Scotch, and very different thing than this.
It's a little bit more expensive than these bottom shelves that we're drinking tonight. Again, Matt, I think this is serviceable. This is
there's nothing wrong with this.
I don't like it as much.
They definitely are very. You can definitely see it's the same mash bill when you go up to number 2. It's for sure the same thing through it. It's just they just get better. It's pretty much really the only difference with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 90. Yeah, I do like the 90 proof on the Ancient Age. The Ancient. 10 stars better. They used to have an H&H in 10 year, but that's long, long gone. This is true. You are correct. Bowman Brothers, best under 30 bourbon that's not allocated. I would agree. We should keep that to ourselves.
Right. The palate's a little bit more thin than I was expecting based on the nose.
Yeah, it's not as what we hoped for. It's not bad. It's still nothing amazing.
Yeah.
But it's a funny thing. It is allocated in most places. You can't find this, which is hilariously funny. Hey, Robo Scott, how's it going? Good to see you.
That is rather silly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then I think I got this one. I got another one, I think, at the base. I think I paid $14 for it on clearance at the base, which was hilariously funny. It's like, it works. But yeah, usually these are like $20. So they're not expensive, but they're fine. If you can't find Blanton's, this is a good one to mix with your Coke. Like my aunt does with Blanton's, because that's what Blanton's is for. Or she makes it with club soda or something like that, because it's fun.
You know?
Why not? Eric, the newest Black Arts, I think it was 9.1. I think they said the MSRP on that one's up to 600 now.
Jesus.
Yeah, which I haven't tried it. I'll get Bruichladdich to send us a sample, but I'm not buying one at 600. I'll tell you that right now. Especially because we found that the newer ones are not what we like as much anyway. I mean, we like them. They're just not what they used to be.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. So, but yeah. I think the last one I saw on a shelf, a 4.1 was about 400, and then the last time I saw 5.1 was 500. Yeah, it might be high, but when I was talking to the rep, they said the 9.1 was supposed to be 600. That's what I was told.
Jesus.
That's true, Sean. That's true. Jim Beam Distiller Cut is very good. It's not a plastic bottle. Yeah, that was the requisite. I was like, I found lots of good 175s tonight. They're dirt cheap, but they were in glass. That was too good. And that was too good for tonight. So we'll have to do another night with glass 175s.
Well, and you also have to think, with all the distilleries having the glass shortages, we wanted to make sure that we knew which ones that were good in plastic now.
Yeah, that's a good point too. Yeah, so Christine says the new Black Arts by her is $650. No, that's just no. I'm sure it's good. I highly doubt it's $650 good though.
There's definitely 30-year-old stuff in there, but man, is it $650 worth good?
I don't know. I haven't tried it, but yeah, I hope we can get Bruichladdich to send us a sample. They sent us 8.1 last year, and it was about May or so. I think we got those last year. So I need to find out who the new rep is, because the girl who was here, she doesn't work there anymore. She works for a beauty salon company or something now, beauty products of some sort. I don't know, whatever. So we'll have to find out who the new rep is for Bruichladdich around here. But yeah, it's fine. It's still, I think, Tom Moore is still significantly better. I think part of it's the one extra year.
Yep.
Seems to make a huge difference. Now, this next one, the last one here we're doing, is also 4 years old. Now, this is Buffalo Trace Mash Bill 1's Benchmark, which we actually did a show with Clifton, where we did all the special benchmarks as well, which he sent us, which we appreciated. So, let's see what we think of Benchmark, the lowest end of Mash Bill 1 from Buffalo Trace. So we shall see with this beautiful 4-year-old Benchmark. Let's see what we think. Good Lord, Donald, it's $700 in Canada for now? Holy crap. You're right, Craig.
Canadian dollars.
And Coke. That's right. Because they can get it, be my guess. I mean, I guess why. The other thing is you're paying for older and older whiskey every year. I think I want to say it's 29 years old, I think, this year, what I remember. As like Dan says, he actually ages his Benchmark for 6 weeks in a 2-liter aging barrel, and then he's giving me some. It is quite nice. So, no, this smells way better.
Yeah, than the last one that we were just on.
All right, so now I guess the real thing is
again, this is more into like the molasses, brown sugar.
Quite different, actually.
Than the...
Yeah, for sure.
Than the JTS.
Yeah, way darker, like you said. I see. Glass bottle will be Rail Barton 86 100. Old Charter, Jim Beam White Black, Evan Williams Black White, Benchmark, Single Barrel,
Barrel,
JTS
yeah.
Brown. Oh, there's no doubt. I totally agree. Well, and we'll do a night in the glass as well, Sean, for sure. Hey, Christopher David, how's it going? Good to see you.
Oh, good Lord.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
Streetcar.
That's nice, Tom. That's nice.
Hello, Christopher. Wow. Welcome on in.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. Palate-wise,
it goes back into those sour notes.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's definitely drinkable, but it's not what I want.
No, it definitely leans more into the sour notes. It's sour green apple, not tart green apple, not crisp red apple. It still has some nice oak. It still has some nice caramel and vanilla tones.
Mm-hmm.
But there's just this sour twang.
Yeah, well, Wild Turkey 101, I would not. Yeah, I would agree. It's just one step above bottom shelf. That's a second tier to me. Now, I don't even like if I call 81 a bottom shelf, to be real honest with you. But you know, but I can see for a lot of people it could be. I mean, not expensive because you think of like a 175 a turkey is almost $40, so I would not consider that a bottom shelf one.
No, although honestly, if you could allocate yourself $20 a week for a whiskey budget, a 175 probably lasts you 2 weeks. You know, most people wouldn't you think? Maybe.
Or the one guy I saw, he drank a 175 of Dickel 12 every week, and every Saturday he came back to the store to get another one. Whatever makes you happy.
You know?
There are worse things you could be drinking, so I really can't say he liked whiskey. He just said, I just like it because I like it. It's cheap, and I like to drink it. Hey, that works for you? Because we've given him other things. He liked it, but that was his thing. And
it wasn't allocated in the price point for that. I got this much money, and this will last me this much time.
Exactly.
So
no, you're right.
If you're any more expensive and less volume, this ain't gonna work for me.
Exactly. No, you're right. Beam Ape Star is definitely bottom shelf. Those
are the type of people horrible. You have to gift them a bottle.
I gave him
on a week that they buy their stuff.
Yeah.
So that they can, maybe try something the next time they come in because they still have some.
I liked Beam Ape so much I gave a bottle of the 8-star to the vault and made them review it, and it was hilarious. Stuff is awful.
Sometimes you just got to be mean.
You had can I tell them it was aged 3 months for Benchmark? That's hilarious. Hey, Richie Z, how's it going? Good to see you. Beam's Old Crow is bottom. Old Crow is $20 for 175. So yeah, it's cheap. But I think in Old Crow, yeah, it's more or less it is, but it's still not. I haven't had it in a long time. Now, I remember the Old Crow Reserve being really good. This is relatively speaking. It was actually, kind of like the Bottle and Bond, Dance, and JTS Brown in that kind of category as far as how good it is.
Yeah.
But I remember I used to buy Old Crow because it was cheaper than Military Special. So that tells you how Old Crow is. So, we'll have a night of Military Special products. It'll be all the Military Special products. And that will also include their gins and their vodkas and tequilas, and it'll be super fun. Hey, Eric Wade, how's it going? Good to see you.
No surprise, Matt.
It's not molecular whiskey. That's true.
No surprise for me, Matt. My winner is Tom Moore.
Tom Moore, yeah, that's definitely Tom Moore is definitely the best of all these. I'm not surprised because that, like I said, this is the regular 80 proof version. I drink the Bottle and Bond fairly frequently, and I love that bottle. So Old Crow is just 3-year-old 80 proof old granddad. Okay, cool, Sean. Yeah, like I said, I haven't tried it in a long time. I'd have to get some Old Crow and try it again. It's been a long time. I used to work with a guy who drank a handle of Pop-Up vodka daily.
Jesus.
Holy crap. He was a
Yikes.
raging, highly functional alcoholic. Wow. That is, it's insane. Holy shit.
I am happy I do not suffer from those types of problems.
Thank God. That's scary. John says,
if
Old
you
Crow.
or anybody else in our community are suffering from those types of problems, I really hope that you are seeking
Getting help.
help and not living with a problem like that, but actually trying to fix problems like that.
Agree.
That is that's no way to live, man. That's no way to live.
So John, what the Old Crow is the greatest online review ever? Okay, John, you got to tell us what the greatest online review of that ever is. That's for sure. Cohen says Beam is rebranding Old Crow and Old Grand to be more premium. Come on, that sucks. Because I like Old Grand now that it's dirt cheap and it's good. I mean, shit, you can't beat. The 80 proof version of that one it's for a 750 is $10.
And for OGD 114 is like the best priced freaking 114 proof whiskey.
Yeah, for $25 or less. Sometimes you get it for 20. Yeah, you can't really beat it.
Like that needs to stay the hell the same. Leave it alone, damn it.
Thank God, Donald. Thank God. Glad your crazy guy didn't follow you on the bus now. Holy crap. Yeah, and you really had a winner tonight there on the train there. That's pretty scary. Oh, he's dead? Oh, that's too bad. He was one of the best KC-130 software engineers in the world. Wow. That is really such a shame. That's too bad. All right, so let's see. What we gonna? So I think I'm gonna pour some more of this Tom Moore because this is actually good, and I want to drink it.
I made a blend again of everything besides the Tom Moore. Should I try that? I'll put
Why
some Tom
not?
Moore in there.
I guess I might as well. You can always pour some more Tom Moore. I guess we can make a blend. This is probably gonna be awful.
Yeah, that's what my thought is too. I'll probably pour some more Tom Moore here in a little while, but
let's
since
see.
it already started, might as well make the blend. I may step out of here a little bit early tonight. My wife has been battling a headache all day, and I'm sure she wouldn't mind going to bed. So,
all right, got that lovely blend going on here. It doesn't actually smell that horrible. The nose is actually not awful. It actually smells super floral and potpourri like.
I don't know if it was just the proportions I put in there, but that ain't bad. It's still thin. I mean, it's definitely 80 proof, but the vodka definitely didn't come shoring through like it did on that first one.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad blend at all. I mean, that's drinkable. Shockingly, I thought this would be really pretty awful.
I mean, just as in comparison to what some of them tasted like.
Obviously, we're not talking major stuff here, but this is a serviceable blend.
No, but I was just saying, like, compared to how bad some of them were, this is actually pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it would take some of the bad would take over, and it didn't, which I'm really glad it didn't.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah, Donald, I bet it's not boring. You got that going for you. But I'm pretty confident that Tom Moore itself will be better on its own. Not really that worried about that.
If your life is boring, you're not doing it right.
That's right. But yeah, so if you can find Tom Moore, my suggestion of all these is find that one if you can. It's definitely worth buying and have it in the house. Even people that don't really care for whiskey or bourbon, it just be something good to try them on because it's simple, it's easy, and it tastes good.
Well, and it's so inexpensive. If they enjoy it, they're not going to be put out this $300 bottle. They're you're not giving them this $80, $150 bottle,
right?
Something that they can't find. This is something that, well, I mean, at least for around us, this is something that's accessible and readily available.
I would suggest Craig needs Milwaukee's Beast or some Pearl Light. I think that would be the equivalent to what we're drinking currently, or some black lager, some really high quality stuff.
I've been drinking a lot of real spirits. I mean, a lot of real ale. They're Devil's Backbone is the name of the beer. is just some tasty, tasty stuff. I actually just ran out of it, and I'm gonna have to go pick up another 12-pack because I have been really, really digging on those.
Yeah, it's also the base for their whiskey is the Devil's Backbone.
Yeah, I had a Devil's Backbone followed by a pour of the Phoenix, the newest release from them.
I must try this Phoenix.
And it's definitely prevalent in when you pour the two back to back.
Are you talking? Okay, everyone, are you talking about the Thomas S. Moore finished ones? Because those are like $75, and we've tried them. We haven't fully reviewed them. We have tried them. I cannot tell you to spend $75. They're not worth it.
No, and this is the same company, same person, completely different whiskeys.
Yeah, they tried to make this. That's the premium. It's got a pretty glass bottle, and it's got all this fun story. Yeah, they tried to make it the super premium stuff, and not so much. Higher proof is like 95, 96, something from what I remember, something like that. Yeah, I would pass on those.
Yeah.
You're not. This, to me, actually, I think I'd rather drink this, Tom Moore, than those, to be perfectly honest with you.
There are port and stuff in sherry finish. Let's see. Woodinville put out some good ones.
Way better.
But yeah, I mean, I really feel like
those half the price.
Yeah, way better products for the money.
Yeah, their port finish I think is like $40, which is way better stuff.
Oh,
I would much rather drink that.
Half the price, and I like the juice better.
Significantly better.
Yeah. See if you can't find yourself some Woodinville. And I feel like now's a good time to say as well, if you feel like trying a nice little single malt, maybe go to Andalusia.com and see if that whiskey ships to you an area near you. It might. I don't know.
Significantly better.
Try yourself some Striker. Get some good smoke in your life.
It's a good plan. So I said the Happy Lottery for the 12 and the 15 each had 56,000 entries for less than 200 bottles. Holy crap!
Jesus.
The sad thing is, we've tried. It's not special, guys. Anyone who tells you those are special, I mean, it's not bad whiskey by any means, but especially I've given it to lots of people blind. I gave it to our Psalm 2 class blind. Everybody's like, it's fine. I was like, it's Pepe 15. So that was the ultimate proof in the pudding. I already knew the answer was going to be that no one was super impressed because it's just not that impressive.
No. And like this was a room full of people that like there were times where everybody in the room was very impressed by what was getting poured and what was in the glass, but yeah, that wasn't one of them. That's for sure.
And that's where blinds make it so much fun.
That's what we decided last week.
Yeah, last week, agree. That foolproof, especially if you can find a really good store pick foolproof. Hell yeah. Especially for, $50, $45, depending whatever is in your state. Good stuff. Totally, Andy. He does work for them, so, he is kind of required to.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, dude. Those are good, Eric. Now, those old Macallan Classics, I've got that exact one that 17. That shit was good. It was really good. Shit, wish I bought multiples now. And I'd definitely sell it to you for $1,337 because that's crazy.
That's insanity.
And it's not remotely worth that.
No.
I think I paid like $95, $90.
Okay.
Crazy.
Now, let me ask you this question, though. In comparison to the quality and price of other Macallans, those classic cuts, classic cuts to me are way better.
Oh, totally agree.
Than some of the really old stuff.
Absolutely.
That is demanding, tens of thousands of dollars. So,
yeah.
While this is ridiculous, honestly, that's a better price than some Macallans. I'd pay that before I'd pay, buy a 25. Keep all the comments coming, everybody.
Now, Richie says, do they send Andalusia to California yet? Is that one of the states they ship to now? Because Richie would like to know.
I don't know.
But if you go to their website, they do ship to most states now, Richie. So you might be able to get to California now.
I think it's up to 38.
So take a look. Hopefully they do. I love it. It's like, please send it to Oklahoma. Unfortunately, Andy, I don't think it still comes to Oklahoma. Last time I checked. I don't know. Will is the one that works for them, so he would know more than I would. But let's see. My stupid thing here.
We're not going up to Oklahoma.
They're like, just come get it from us. Cross the border and get it.
Just come across the border. I'm trying to get us into Fossil Creek. You can just come right across the border into Denison. Go to that Fossil Creek right there.
Come on. Of course, my phone is screwing up now, which is awesome. There we go.
All right, everybody. Well, I'm going to step off, Matt. I don't know if you're going to stay on or not, but
yeah, I'll stay on for a little bit.
Friend.
I got to wait for my stupid phone. Oh, because I got this new disgusting thing. Weird commercial. Okay. That's bizarre.
What do we got tomorrow? We got Sexton coming out tomorrow as our
the Walking Dead edition.
The Walking Dead edition of Sexton. That should
absolutely
be quite fun.
That will be fun. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, we got that, and then we have the Old Saint Nick 8-year rye on Thursday. On that one, and then the
that was a review.
Mint Green is the liqueur for this week. So we got that going for you guys. So it should be a fun week.
I'd probably still pay that.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I don't know if I've had the 2020. I probably have.
I haven't.
But I know I've had 17, 18, 19 for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if I had 2020 though or not.
But those early ones were tasty. I remember
they were. That is for sure.
All right. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for dropping the Discord link there, Donald. If you're not part of the Discord, if not part of the Whizcord, please come over and join us. The Whiskey Dick Bill has set up a very amazing community of all the different YouTube channels. We are all there. We're all happy to answer questions. That's where I'll be.
Absolutely.
Cheers, everybody. Have a good evening.
All right. I'll be here for a little bit longer because Will has to go to bed. So let Sarah go to bed since she's not feeling great. So we'll hang out for a little bit longer. So let's see. I'm just trying to get back to you guys' comments. So I guess when Thomas More was executed, he reportedly set his beard away from his neck on the chopping block and said, "My beard has not been guilty. It would be injustice to punish it." That is pretty funny. All right. What else we got here? Oh, you should definitely sell it, Colin. You've got an open one? Hell yeah, sell it at that point. You can get that insane price for it. Yeah, as Donald says, McAllen go to hell and bugger themselves for their prices. Same with Hardbeg Highland Park. Might be time to sell yours too, Christopher David. I can't blame you. That's for sure. But yeah, let's see here. A Ben Matt Cash 20 for $39. Holy crap, Cohen. That's awesome. Really? Anderson really suffered in the pandemic. I wonder why. Or is it just because their stuff's expensive to begin with? I wonder if that's the reason. Not really sure. It's interesting that they suffered. I will grow a beard like that? No. I could not. It would not happen. I have weird patchy stuff when it grows. So there will be no beard for me. It would look ridiculous. Cooper's Craft is good. So yeah, I've had the 80 proof Cooper's Craft, but I don't think I've ever. I know there's a 100 proof one, but that doesn't come here, so I haven't tried it. 6 mixtures, 20 years of varieties just sold for $30K. Holy crap, that's insane. But it is mixtures 20, but still, that's nuts. I guess good for those people. I mean, it's mixtures 20. I've never tried that one because it's crazy expensive, but whatever works. What is your Jibby at? The Evan Hill version of early times in a used barrel? I don't know if this is used barrel or not on the preferred. Does it say? I don't know. I've done zero research on this one. Like I know that the Ball and Bond's really good. This actually I think was probably came in second for us tonight. That and the Benchmark probably are very close to each other. But it doesn't say if it's a used barrel or not. I don't know. Someone would have to look into that one. But it wasn't bad at all. Like I said, it was cheap and it was good. So it's worth that one's probably worth tracking down. It's it found the same thing. It's an old label that just kind of hangs out. I'm sure almost no one buys it, but it'd be worth it having if you just want to have something to serve people that don't really care. So in that sense, that'd be worth it there. So this blend is actually not bad. Still got. I think I finished the Tom. Yeah, I finished the Tom Moore. That's all gone. Yes, Craig. The Sexton and their spill some bottle. So the solution to Sexton spilling is I found is just drink from the bottle solves that entire problem. Then you don't spill anything. It's a totally good idea. Yeah, Edgerton is so the Edgerton thing. The thing about Edgerton is they own McAllen and Highland Park, and they're owned by a charity. So it's got a really weird dynamic how that thing works. So they're a nonprofit technically. So it's a very weird way that company works. So that might be, like you said, that might be the reason is it's Scotch only, and they didn't have anything else to diversify with it. But it is what it is. The price of the Tom Moore is about $15 for the 80 proof, and I think it's about $21 for the bottle and bond, which is even better than this one, but it's good stuff. There you go. Like Andy said, the best McAllen I've ever had is an independent bottle at cast strength, but the distillery and campus are beautiful. I have no doubt it's beautiful there. Would love to go someday, but who knows? Noticed if we're a quarter into 22 and still don't know if I have a favorite whiskey. Do you have one? Favorite whiskey so far this year? I know our favorite Canadian was that new Winter Wheat. I'm trying to think if it's a new whiskey this year we've tried. It's a favorite one. It's a good question. I don't know. I don't really think about those things that often, to be real honest. It's just kind of whatever's coming along. There's some, I'd have to go back and look, to be real honest. Worth aging them more. It probably wouldn't be a terrible idea, Dan. It'd probably get even better. It's quite nice the way it is. There's no czars, no radiation, no Vladimir Putin, and no Xi Jinping interference. Oh, that's good, Donald. I'm glad you have some crazy people at your house. It's always a plus. Although I'm sure the tariffs did take a toll, no doubt about it. Hey, Jay. Hey there, Eric. There's our buddy Eric over from Mirage. Good to see you. You're almost done here in Brooklyn. Well, it's always a plus. Oh, that's right. You're right. They do own Glen Ross too. You're right, Cohen. I forgot about it. They do. The funny thing is they own Glen Ross, but they never talk about it, which is hilariously funny. Because we've had them at the house. We've done some really awesome stuff with McAllen and Highland Park. I mean, I like the brands. I especially love Highland Park, but I know that they're very expensive in other places. Oh, well, that's a plus, Eric, that McAllen is Disneyland without the pedophiles. Always a plus. You can't that's best when there's no pedophiles around in general. Yeah, and that's right. Glen Ross is very reasonable priced. I agree on that too, which is nice. I do plan on getting it, Christopher David. I don't know when we'll get it, but I do plan to have that one. The Compass Box Velicor. Basically, I think, what is it? I think it's Highland Park and McAllen that might actually be in that one. There's several other scotches in there as well. And it's old, like 28, 29-year-old stuff in that one from Compass Box. But I have not tried it yet and look forward to it. And Eric says the Brooklyn 77 wheat cask strength is true new juice. Oh, that's awesome. Looking forward to trying that. That's for sure. And he says the coolest part of this story was the wall of bottles with QR codes that show the info on each one. Through history, but I liked Glenfarclas more because it was less pretentious. Well, that's not a surprise, Andy, that Glenfarclas was, since it's a family-owned distillery, less pretentious than McAllen. I mean, is there any more brand more pretentious than McAllen? I mean, truly, especially in Scotch, I can't think of one. I mean, it is what it is, but it doesn't surprise me. Most of them at Burbank and executive's office at Disney. That's nice going. We don't want to know where all those people are. They're making lovely programming. We've got that going for us. But yeah, we got about another 14 minutes. So let's see what else happened in the last week. Like I said earlier, we were up at Iron Root this past weekend for our meetup. It went great. Robert did an awesome tour for us. Tried a lot of cool stuff up there. Let's see what else happened. Went to see the new movie Lost City with Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum. Pretty funny. So, I mean, mostly it's a chick flick, but it was a good movie. It's very entertaining. If you like both those, it's a silly movie, but it's entertaining, and that's all that really matters. So, if you like those actor and actress, and it's one worth seeing. So, I can't, especially paid $5, for Tuesday $5 night, so it works out just fine. All right, what else we got here? Sunning super hard to find. 130 proof single barrel. Nice. Oh, that's a good point. The Johnny Walker edition, the Jet Blue. Yeah, I think really just the blue though. I think the other ones are pretty mildly priced as far as Johnny Walker goes. That's the only one that's just because it's blue and it's the special one that everybody wants the blue, even though it's nothing. What? Was it just a reboot of the Romance in the Stone? Not really. It was much like Romance in the Stone is, I think, to me way more serious than Lost City was. Lost City was more silly. It was funny, so I mean, it's worth seeing. I mean, it's not something I was sad to see by any means. I laughed plenty at it, so it's one of those. And yeah, because it wasn't really any stone per se involved, but it was entertaining. So, nice. All right, let's see. Early work tomorrow. There we go. It sounds like you need to take a road trip to Brooklyn, Jim. I think that would be a good idea because sounds like that's good stuff. I'm looking forward to trying it, that's for sure. Father's Stew on Wednesday. Oh, cool. That should be fun. You have to let me know how that is. So, that'll be good for sure. If somebody else has any other questions or just general whatever, since I said we got about 12 minutes here left, and then I'm going to get off and make the thumbnail and stuff for The Walking Dead section for tomorrow. Hey, Donner Pass, good to see you. How you going? Oh, yes. It was requested to have this theme, Donner Pass, so I figured this would be a good one because next week is Will's birthday, so we'll have that, and then the following is going to be a really fun show. That's going to be the one with Cedar Ridge. And so and then they send us all their wines as well. So we'll do wines from Cedar Ridge and then the whiskeys that they're finished in. So that should be and we're going to have on their head distiller and their head winemaker together. So that should be a lot of fun. There are Whiskey Crusader t-shirts, Richie Z, at Teespring. There's a link within our show. If you go look at the description, you can go find the Teespring link. They are there. We have that. We do have the Glencairns for sale now as well, and they're $15 each. So they look, like that. The cool logo there, if you guys can see it. But yeah, those are available too. If you're interested in Glencairns, send me an email at whiskeycrusaders3@gmail.com so we can get that worked out with you. But those are also for sale now, and picked up locally or shipped, so $15 each picked up locally, or $15 plus shipping in order to get some Glencairns. So fun stuff. The Crowder Barrel needs to work on becoming more pretentious, but Rex makes it so unclassy. Well, it is Rex's job to make it unclassy, so somebody has to do it. We shall see. Ooh, a Knot 24, everyone. That's good stuff. I do like that one. That's a really good whiskey. I do. That's spectacular stuff. A knock is, it's kind of like the step sibling of that whole Interleaving group, whatever it is that owns all them. Because they're owned also by Old Pulteney is one of their other big ones they have in Ball Blair, and I forget what the other one with is a knock. But yeah, there's the four of them, and yeah, how was the Hazmat Hubris? Oh, dude, it was awesome, John. The new Hazmat Hubris, really, really good. There is a new date for the Bachelor's Ball. It is September 10th is the date for the ball this year. Oh, going to the Lost Spirits Distillery, closed in L.A. Now is in Vegas for the whole experience. Area 15, close to the Strip. Oh, very cool. Sounds like fun. I like Lost Spirits stuff. There was Crying of the Puma, and I forget what the other one is that I've tried. They were good. So I've got a couple balls. Never opened them, but I've tried samples from other people of them. So I know Jeremy sent us a sample of it. Good stuff. And the Pinot de Charente was the other release that they did this past weekend at Cashin, because the Pinot de Charente was 112, and the Hubers came out at 141.2, I think, if I remember, something like that. Oh, Speyburn. Thanks, Donner. I knew there was another one. Yeah, that's the other one, Speyburn. They talk a lot about those three, but yeah, for whatever reason, a knock doesn't get talked a lot. So, but a knock's really good. And the cool thing about a knock is they have unpeated and they have a really awesome Highland peated series that's really, really good. from a Knox. So if it's fun to have Highland peat, which is totally different than the Isle of Peat, but it's fun stuff. Oh my gosh, Donald. Rex is like a laxative release that occurs after a major blockage. That's awesome. Oh, did I miss your thumbnail, Andy? Let me see if I can find it here real quick. Let's see here. Where is it? Please do 2 zombies banging doggy style for the Sexton review. I don't think they'd let me post that. Pretty sure YouTube pulled that one away. I don't think they let me put that one, but that is really funny. So, well-aged whiskey is a luxury product, and to attract the clientele, you need to portray luxury. Look at a Blanton's bottle; they're selling luxury. Yeah, they're selling the holy hand grenade, and it's, it's Blanton's. It's fine. To me, it's nothing special. It's like I said, my aunt likes to mix it, so it's for her. It's just really good mixing whiskey. Oh, good, Richie. You got to try Still Austin Cash Rank? Yeah, I told you that stuff was really good. I'm glad you got to try it. It's great stuff. Big fan of Still Austin. They're making some good. And they got a rye now and stuff. We tried to try their rye finishing cognac last year at the ball, and that was really, really good. We went over to the distillery the day before the ball, and it was fun. Yep, that's some good stuff. So, Yeah, all right. So we got 6 minutes here to go. See, trying to think if we did anything else exciting. We had a couple friends stop by after we went up to Iron Root, hang out that night, tried some great stuff that evening. In fact, it was funny. We actually did our buddy Galen gave us a tequila tasting actually this past weekend. It was very interesting. So it was like really high-end good tequilas. They were actually all pretty good, shockingly enough. And I know nothing about tequila beyond the terrible stuff I've mostly had. No, he brought us brands I didn't know anything about. They were good. So shockingly enough, there is good tequila out there, and I was glad to try some good stuff. So that was fun. We appreciate Galen and Flo giving us a nice lesson. I think we did, 16, 17 different tequilas. So it was very interesting to try that. Yes, Nancy Fairlight does a great job. No surprise for there. It's Still Awesome for sure. Ooh, John, you had a 1990 family class from Glen Fargus. That's awesome. It says any more luxury whiskey is just the packaging. A lot of crazy expensive bourbon is sourced with a great package on the name attached. Now that's true, Andy. Valid point for sure. Look at all those new ridiculous 15-year, $150 freaking bourbons that are just source stuff that's really not special. And it's not worth it. Okay, so I was looking at my Knock 18 bottles. Hadn't noticed the 2018 was the unusual gold, but the 2020 is a Sherry Bomb Dark. Going to get this to compare. Oh, I'd love to see what you think of that, Donna Pass. That sounds like that'll be delicious. Like I said, can't go wrong with a Knock anyway, so it should be fun. That will be good stuff, to say the least. That's fun. You know what I like about it on the phone that that the chat just decides to quit, which is great. I love that. So awesome that the technology is working so well. Good news, it's on the screen too. Thank God. All right, now we got it back updated, so I guess I don't want to change. So good. But anyway, so I think that's about all we got going on. So like I said, if anybody else has any other questions, let me know. Otherwise, so we got 4 minutes left, and we'll get off here and work on all the fun stuff, clean all this mess up, and all that good stuff. So I'm trying to think what other good stuff we got to try. We got to try Deanson 20, which I've had before, but hadn't had it in a long time this weekend, so that was nice. Really good stuff. Did an Akintoshin, I think 16-year. That was independent ball. That was cast strength. That was really good. Overwhelmed lately with loving all I'm tasting. It does happen quickly, Richie. That's for sure. Of all the fun stuff that's out there you can try. That's definitely the case. What else did we try? Tried some different store picks. Some were pretty good. Just Blue Note and some other things, and a barrel that was kind of funky. But it is what it is. It says, does the JW say distilled in Lawrence name on the back? Let me see. The Dant. Is it Dant? Yeah. That says bottled there. Let's see. Does it have it distilled by? I'm not seeing where it says anything about distilled anywhere. Now, granted, this is an older bottle, and a lot of that stuff wasn't put on bottles, so I don't see where it's distilled. Whereas, a lot of them require it. It just says bottled by the Dant Distillery Company, but it doesn't have a distilled by anywhere. So I don't know, Sean. Will be interesting to know, but yeah, it does not say on this one. Andy says, "Please send me the looking bottle. You won't even miss it, and I cherish it." That's such a great bottle, Andy. I know it was delicious. We shared it. It's so great. So I learned that I went arsehole in the commute home tonight. That's good, Dom. I'm glad you learned something new. Oh, at one point there were older bottles of LDI light whiskey. Huh. Interesting. Oh, yeah, absolutely, Richie. There's no doubt. And there's always thousands more to try, and it never ends. There's always something. I did get to try the blackened, the Willet one. That was really good. So actually, Gail let us borrow that one so we can review it. So that'll come out in the next few months. So that was fun. I did really enjoy that bottle. So that was nice. So it's the price to ride in a streetcar there. Good point, Cohen. Good point. Definitely the price to ride in a streetcar. No doubt about it. Like I said, Don, at least you're not bored. I mean, you definitely get you get free entertainment along with your streetcar ride. You got a ton of dill on yours, Andy. I didn't spend a lot of time with it. It was just simply, hey, try this. It was good. From what I tried that night, it was good. But like I said, we'll go back and get a full review on that one. I'm trying to think what else we tried. It was new. I don't remember. You try so many things and you just run out of remembering what you've tried. The $3.20 Canadian there, Don. That's what it costs to ride the streetcar. So then you got some really super cheap entertainment then. See, so you got that going for you. And that's a good thing. Can't really go wrong with that. So, it is what it is. Like I said, next week is Will's birthday. We're drinking a hell of a lot better whiskey next week. I will pour Will some fun stuff. We'll drink good whiskey next week for his birthday, not this stuff. At least this didn't turn out horrible. One of the things that really sucked was that Ancient Age Preferred. That stuff was pretty awful. I would put that in do not recommend list. The rest of these were all drinkable. Like Tom Moore's definitely the best one. So, if you can do that, you can pick it up. Go ahead and do it. Some Seagrass Batch 6. Oh, that sounds good. I did try that 16-year. It was good, but it wasn't worth the $250 price tag on that Seagrass 16-year. I'd rather just drink the regular one for $85. So, that's what I think of Seagrass. Good stuff, though. All right, guys, it's 11 o'clock here, and this was a fun evening of this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's this requested plastic jug night of American whiskey, so you guys are welcome. The Cedar Ridge is on the 25th? Yeah, 25th will be the Cedar Ridge night with the head distiller and the head winemaker doing their whiskeys and their wines as well tonight. So it should be a lot of fun. Night, Eric. Good to see you in here. Appreciate it. You guys can check out Eric Waite's channel. Check out his channel as well. Donner Pastor. Phil and Deep should be somewhere in the UK by now. Oh, very nice. That's very cool. Yeah, should we just see what they have for sure. Always good to see them. All right, and Eric, we will see you soon when you get back from Brooklyn, so that'll be great. So good to see you guys, Rasheen. So we will see you guys all next week, and we'll do some good stuff. And I'm sure at some point I know you guys have also requested a lovely Canadian night, so we'll do that sometime in the future. Not anytime soon, because enough of this fun plastic stuff. That also works too, Eric. That works too. Women with plastic night is women with fake tits. Also a good choice. All right, now everybody, we'll see you guys all next week. Cheers, you guys. Night.